brilliant.
It's 2-1.
Yeah.
And now Liverpool still have a chance. Mane hits the post with his swinger, with his bad foot.
Yeah.
And you feel Liverpool, there's always a chance at 2-1.
Yeah.
Another corner, for example, or whatever. But then I think that Madrid weren't able to close the deal. Ronaldo again wasn't really, he got in behind Robertson. Robertson got back to get, where normally he'd be clinical. They weren't really able to close the deal, despite. And then, of course, Karius makes his second error, which is not quite as unbelievable as the first, but it's pretty unbelievable. Just the effect, now, again, because you've got personal experience of it, the effect on your morale when you see this. The third goal, a bail shot, pretty harmless from about 35 metres.
Yeah, but even at that stage, it's not morale. This is the game over.
Yeah.
This is the game over.
Yeah.
I would slightly disagree with you about the bench.
Yeah.
Okay, they didn't have a bail to bring on. But at the same time, you can't have your goalkeeper giving 2 goals away. No matter who you have on the bench or who bring on, you just cannot do that.
Yeah.
And you have to keep coming back to that in relation to try to analyse the game.
Yeah.
Because you can't analyse the game. It's not a game.
No.
It's a goalkeeper throwing the ball out to a fella's feet and then letting the ball go through his hands 3-1 in a match.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
No.
You just can't do it. No matter how you had 10 internationals on the bench, they're not going to make any difference to the game if your goalkeeper's going to do that.
Yeah.
And that's the crux of the whole matter.
I think
you said it after the match, and you're the only one actually said it. You have to come back to the manager in this situation.
Oh, yeah.
You have to come back to the manager. Karius is no good. He's not a good goalkeeper. Hasn't been a good goalkeeper. Mignolet's not a good goalkeeper. So what you do, you would imagine as the manager, I've got to get a good goalkeeper in here. He didn't do that, and ultimately you'll pay the price. If you get into a Champions League final, which they did well to get into it, then you have a chance of the goalkeeper making a mess, which he did. You can't afford to take those particular chances. You have to get a good goalkeeper.
12 months ago, exactly, when the season was over last year, Premier League season, this kid Jordan Pickford had a great season for Sunderland, and I wrote in the Irish Daily Star. Obviously, we all knew that Liverpool needed a goalkeeper. This guy was free, 30 million.
Yep.
I argued that Klopp should go out and buy him, solve the goalkeeping problem. There's lots of good goalkeepers. You don't need to be going through this trauma between Mignolet and Karius. He didn't. He could have offered Pickford Champions League football, which is what all the players said he want and do want, of course. But Ronald Koeman at Everton, just across the city, went and signed Pickford, who's now going to the World Cup with England. But this is really, the point being, you get what you deserve, and for passing up that opportunity to get Pickford, you could argue Liverpool have sacrificed the Champions League trophy, because if Pickford was in goal, then these things don't happen.
Well, that's true, Eamon.
And that's Klopp's fault.
Well, it is. He has to be responsible because he's the manager.
Yeah.
And if you've got a weakness, you'll find, we all find we know in football, if you've got a weakness, whether it be at right back, left back, but particularly in goalkeeper, you can get away with it for 9 matches, 10 matches, but somewhere along the line, if it's the fullbacks at fault, either the fullbacks or centre halves, or particularly a goalkeeper, you're going to be found out. Or else there'd be no point in playing football.
Yeah.
Everybody could have a bad goalkeeper and say, we'll get away with it for so long. You can't afford to take that chance. It only has to happen once, and in a serious way, as it happened in the Champions League final, which destroyed it. But you've got to, particularly goalkeepers, that you have to get rid of a weakness that's there. And there's been a weakness at Liverpool since Klopp has gone to the club.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that. Everybody knows it.
Yeah.
And not to fill that club. Ultimately, before the match, Klopp does what he does, which is great to get them there. Attack. I don't know if he even considers having a goalkeeper is important to him, because he always thinks he's going to do that, this, that and the other. But anyway, that's ultimately, I think, he's responsible for it.
Now, John,
I'll just make one point on the goalkeeper, because the importance of a goalkeeper. And you can go back to Sprake after that particular thing. what do you find with lads who are good goalkeepers like De Gea? They actually save your matches.
Oh yeah,
they save your matches, right?
Yeah.
Now, if you've got an ordinary goalkeeper, he might not save your matches, but he won't lose your matches.
Yes.
But when you've got a goalkeeper that's going to lose your matches, it's a double whammy.
It is.
Instead of making a save that wins you the game, he's making a save that loses you the game.
Yeah. And there's no doubt. I mean, De Gea, interestingly enough, when he first went to Manchester United, people were doubtful about him because he wasn't great under high balls, and he looked as if he lost confidence. But they worked, and fair play to Ferguson and whoever his goalkeeper coach was, because goalkeeping coaches make a difference. Now, John, Gary Sprake, I mean, that incident against Liverpool, there were 2 or 3 others that he made very bad mistakes and that came with a heavy premium.
Yeah.
Can you just tell us? I want first of all to tell us the incidents and what they cost you, and secondly, the effect it had. I mean, the context is this: it was very noticeable after the match that no Liverpool players went over to console Karius. He was a very lonely figure. No one said, and I think that probably reflects the fact that they were pissed off with him. They know he's not a good pro. He probably not doing what he should be doing on the training ground, and there's something in the head that isn't, right. So players are decent. They normally, if it's a one-off, they give you a break. But there was no one putting their arms around him.
Well, that's what it looks like. I think you said to me before we came on the programme he was a bit flashing the card and all that, and we don't know.
Well, he has. Somebody said to me, Didi showed me on Didi's mobile his personalised logo on his car, but then someone else said, I think Liam said, look, they've all got personalised logos on their cars now, so maybe you don't hang him for having LK on his car.
But, well, we don't know.
You need to get it off the car before he was back to Liverpool, because
normally you would say, like anybody that makes a mistake on the pitch, you console them, or you give them a tap, because it doesn't happen, and could happen to anybody on the day. But I think it's quite obvious they didn't go to console him at all, which means there's something amiss there. He's either flash or he's not working at it, and therefore or both. It could be anything, but they certainly didn't go to console him. That's for sure.
Well, for example, when Gary Sprake made his boobs, did you guys go and console him?
No, but we didn't get on to him either. Like there was a thing in the club that Don took over before I got.
Don Revie, who was your great manager.
Yeah, he was there, and the background to it really was that when Don first took over the team, they didn't do very well. He was actually up against it. He was getting a lot of criticism, the crowd and the directors.
And they were a championship team. He was taking over
the championship at the time. And what he did, he took a gamble on it. He brought the likes of Paul Madeley, Terry Cooper, Norman Hunter, a lad called Johnson, Paul Reaney, Gary Sprake into the team, and they did extremely well. They went on from there. He signed Bobby Collins, went on from there. Then I came into the team, and these were all established players then. They were very young. Norman was only 19, Paul, but they were established players. And Sprake had done very, very well for him.
Right.
Very well for him. And in the first couple of years I was there, he did well as well. But he got to a stage
No boo-boos? No boo-boos?
No, he was good.
Amazing.
But for some reason or other, I think his nerves went down.
Yeah.
He got very nervous, and he was jumpy, he was all that. And my take it is with Don was a loyal individual.
Yeah.
And he kept Sprakey in the team because he had done well for him. Right. And he lived with that. Now, we were obviously players, but I couldn't anyway. I never felt my place to go to the manager.
No.
When he was making a couple of mistakes, I say, look, this is not... Big Jack would have a go at him on the pitch.
Yeah.
But nobody would go to Don and say, look, this is, you want to do something about it.
And interestingly, he was your roommate, I know, at the time. You had a very good reserve goalkeeper, David Harvey. I think he was a Scottish international, was he?
He became a Scottish international.
Yeah, I mean, very, very good. So that's
he was dependable.
Ironic. Yeah,
it was actually unbelievable.
Give me a couple of other examples of what it cost you.
Sure, well, you got that.
The cup final, was there?
We had a cup final in 1970 against Chelsea. We were 1-up on a muddy pitch. we were killing Chelsea, and Houseman, I was near Houseman was about 30 yards out, and he had a shot. And you know when you're playing them, you think, that's great, he's hit that shot.
Yeah.
It was a terrible shot. And to be quite honest, Gary Sprake could have run across and stopped it with his feet.
Yeah.
For whatever he did, he stopped, he stalled, and dived over it.
Yeah.
1-1 at half time. Now you know this, like as a football, you're going, we were killing Chelsea, killing them.
Yeah.
And now, because now Chelsea's like nothing to lose.
Yeah, and you've nothing to show for it.
We've nothing to show for it. Yeah. And Chelsea were a good team. You know, you had to really score goals to they were hard to score. And we went. Then we went 2-1 up, and they got a free kick on the thing, and Sprakey was all over the place again. We went to extra time, through to 2-2. And lost in the replay against Chelsea. And there was another match against Liverpool. Went match Crystal Palace. There was a fella miskicked a cross from nearly the halfway line to Sprakey over his shoulder into the back of the net. And I remember after the match Don saying, Gary, that type of thing that could cost us the league championship. And it did. We lost to Arsenal. So there were a few instances. Liverpool, the ball going through his leg. There was quite more than enough.
Okay. Now
it demoralised. Obviously, when you're playing, it demoralises you.
That was my point.
He did make the stand. Eventually, Don. We played in 1972 cup final against Birmingham, and out of the blue, he puts David Harvey in.
Right.
And Sprakey never got into the team again.
Right. Now.